If you don't know, you're about to know right now. You're about to learn. Education. You feel me then? I'm Quindell Evans. This is the BluePoetTree podcast. The ears version. Ears is like the ears on the side of your head. You feel me? Ears is an acronym. EARS is an explanation and reasoning for my songs. So this is the ears version where I explain the reason for why I wrote my songs, where I break down the lyrics so that you can get a sneak peek, behind the scenes look to why I write my music, to the inspiration, and my mindset, what was going on in my life around the time I wrote the song and stuff like that. You feel me? So on today's episode, we gonna dissect and break down the lyrics of my song Home. Off of, I think it's track 8 off of the Give Them More tape, my first tape, Give Them More. And the song Home, track 8. This is probably, I wrote this song right before I wrote the song You Wanna Smile. Probably one of the most emotional songs I've written, for real. But before I tell you about that, we're gonna get into the pledge, the Abiodun's affirmation pledge, so that we can set the mood before we start this off, you feel me? So we can go into this with the right energy. And the pledge goes like this. I want to be what I can be, to be proud, healthy, and free. I want to say what I know to help my brothers and sisters grow. I want to feel good about me and blame no one for my misery, cause I'll be strong and turn it around. I want to go up, I'm not going down. I want to do what I can do to make all my dreams come true. Remember my past, the good and bad, how I made it art even when it was sad. I want to share whatever my gift, and when you're feeling low, I give you a lift. I want to live without fear and know that I'm blessed for being here. Just know that you're blessed for being here. You know that we're blessed for being here. Just know that we're blessed. All right then, so that's the affirmation pledge by Abiodun Oyewole, the creator and founder of The Last Poets. And on this Blue Poetry podcast, we usually speak about the habits that it takes to create a successful life and the habits that it takes to overcome and break through a stressful life. But on the Ears version, we dissect, we dissect the music that I write. We dissect the poetry that I write. We break it down for you. You feel me then? The BluePoetTree podcast. Blue is the color of dream. Poet is the already inscribed. Trees are what keeps us alive. So make sure you are tuned in. On my website, I got all my music. BluePoetTree.com. That's 3 words. The word blue, the word poet, the word tree. So you can listen to all the music that I dissect on the podcast. You feel me? Search Quindell Evans on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, Tidal, etc. Everywhere you can listen to music, you can find my music. You feel me? So check it out. All right. So, with that being said, let's get into the dissection of the song Home. The song Home. Alright? So, Home, the title is pretty much me letting you know that I'm talking about home. Not like my crib, my apartment, but home. Like, where's home? And, like, home to me, meaning my neighborhood, my community, the hood, but also my body, you feel me? Like my makeup, this is the home for my spirit. And I'm a Capricorn, and Capricorns is a earth sign, so we need to be grounded. If our home situation ain't right, if our family situation ain't right, we gonna work on that before we wanna, before we think everything else could be right. We gotta, home is important to us. So this is probably why this is the most emotional song I've ever written. Alright, so I started off, singing, does anybody wanna go there? Does anybody wanna go? Does anybody wanna go there? The place that I call home. So I'm questioning, like, does anybody wanna go there? Does anybody wanna go? Does anybody wanna go there, the place that I call home? Because it's like, you don't know what's going on. And, you don't know what's going on in my hood. You don't know what's going on in my crib. You don't know how harsh the conditions are. You feel me? So, question. Ask yourself, do you really want to come through and not just walk through? Or, hear people all the time, but I went to the hood, it ain't that bad. I walked through, I don't see nothing going on. It's like, okay, but you don't live there. You don't know the culture about how things are going on there, about how people live there. You don't know the culture. You don't know you don't know how we react there to certain issues. You don't know how we respond. You don't know things you might, certain blocks you shouldn't walk on, certain blocks you should at certain times. You don't know certain things you should say to certain people, certain looks you should give people, and all of that, from everything, from the way we eat, to the way we dress, to the way we communicate, to the relationships that are built. There's a culture that makes the hood the way it is, and some people could go there and get along, and some people is like they feel the pressure and they feel like I don't feel comfortable there. So it's like I'm just questioning that, And then I go on to say shower when the water cold. So shower when the water cold. You feel me? Like, yo, I swear in Brownsville, and I just remember like, yo, especially in the winter, like this barely hot water, and then sometimes the hot water will be like from 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. and you gotta catch it, and then like it might be hot in the morning, but it's like whoever take a shower first could get the hot water. Yo, it's crazy and it's weird, and like to this day, hot water in the hood is like, like they'll put out notices on the front door like there's no hot water today. And stuff like that is annoying. So imagine people who got work in the winter and got to take cold showers or take an hour to boil you water and all of that. Like that stuff crazy. So this is me like complaining about the hood. Like shower when the water cold. And then I say hot in this war zone. So shower when the water cold, and then I go on from cold to hot. Hot in this war zone, meaning like, yo, it's hot outside. Not just like hot like the weather, hot like the block is hot, like there's so much stuff going on. There's people beefing, and there's plenty of time we've been outside just chilling on a block, and you hear shots and everybody got running the crib because you don't know where the shooting coming from, and you don't want to get caught in a crossfire. It's real. It's people, it's people who lose their lives, get hit by straight bullets. I remember, I think it was like 2011, 2012, maybe 2011, when a woman who, had like single mother who had, I believe she had like 19 kids, something like that, or like a good amount of kids in Brownsville got shot and by a stray bullet, for some dude shooting off the roof and hit her by accident. And imagine all them kids. That's not the way. That's not the way. That's not the way you want to lose your mother. So like, this is real. You feel me? Like this is real in the hood. So shower when the water cold, hot in this war zone. Louder when you all alone. Meaning like smoking loud when you all alone. Like getting high because you just gotta try to escape this vibe. Silence when they call your phone. Bill collectors calling your phone. You know what I'm saying? Bill collectors calling your phone. You quiet. You answer like. Just some, what I'm saying? Once you hear like, hi, once you hear that certain, hi, this is da-da-da calling from, there's going to be a recorded call. You blink, hang up. Like, this is real. People got all different types of debt in the hood, and they don't know no way out of it. They don't know no way out of it. They only know, like, debt, putting their cable bill in their son name, putting their cable bill in their grandson name, putting their phone bill in da-da-da name, just building up debt just to get by, just to have things, like they believe that we have to have cable in the hood. Like it's like a thing. The cable off is like a problem in my crib. Like the cable off is a problem. It's like, I ain't got no TV. What do we do? It's like, I don't even watch TV. So for me, it's like the cable off is a good thing. Like I don't think about TV. I don't watch, TV and nothing. Like I may go to the movies once in a blue. I may watch something barely. Like I may watch something if somebody, like, I don't know. Like, I barely watch movies, TV, Netflix, none of that. Like, I don't do none of that. I watch a lot of YouTube motivational videos and like, educational things, learning about options and real estate and stuff like that. So maybe if they had educational stuff on TV, I might be in it. But I don't really watch none of that. No sitcoms, no nothing. So when people be hitting me with stuff, about the stuff that's trending, I am unaware. I don't know nothing. I know like certain names, because of how, trendy it is and the memes and how people are like posting stuff online and stuff. So I see it. I might spend too much time on social media, which is kind of the same thing as spending a lot of time watching TV. And I'm working on that too. So I'm not like criticizing anybody for watching TV. It's all good because in this day and age, you can make a lot of money doing anything. If you're watching all of these shows, you could start a podcast reviewing these shows, and people will be listening, and you could make money off of that. Like it might not believe it, but you can make money by creating an online personality from watching TV, or playing video games and watching Netflix. This is real. So like I just don't watch TV. So like, but yeah, silence when they call your phone, leave and they never come back. Like if somebody leave the hood, they ain't trying to come back. But a lot of times we do. But leave and they never come back, though it's not where they want to go. A lot of times people, leave just to get out of the hood, going to some place that they don't really like, that's boring to them, that especially because this is New York City too, and just the hood, period. A lot of times the hood is very fast-paced, no matter where you're at, not even in New York City. The hood is very fast-paced. Like, people want to get into things all the time, so people are creating things to get into. And then when you leave the hood, it's very slow-paced, so people are like, I don't know, and then they just want to come back to the hood because the pace is different, the culture is different. I was teaching at Rikers Island, I was teaching at Crossroads at Horizons Juvenile Center the other day, and, or was it Rikers? I was teaching at Crossroads. At Horizons, Horizons Juvenile Center. And one of the youth was telling me that they was in New York City, they moved to Florida because they got in trouble, and the culture was so different. The culture might have been better, but the culture was so different that they didn't want to be there and they wanted to come back to New York City. So it's a culture shock. And to me, I noticed that it's funny how the culture of jail is very similar to the culture in the hood. And this is why, like people can be in and out of jail in the hood because it's like it's very similar, and we could talk about that in another podcast. Matter of fact, I want to do that. I want to do how the culture of the hood is very similar to the culture in the prison. It's very similar, so it's no coincidence why people can go in and out of jail with no problem, but can't go live down south, in a slow-paced environment and be comfortable. They can go to jail and be quote-unquote comfortable. You feel me? Looking good, but we doing bad. Every day. We, we see that every day. People in the hood, we broke. A lot of us may not be broke or poor, but we got money. We don't know what to do with it, so we looking good. We got our new kicks. We leasing or financing a new car, and we ain't got much to show for it, like equity-wise or asset-wise. Like, we don't have big bank accounts, but we have big materials and a lot of materials. But we looking good, but we doing bad. We got a lot of credit. You feel me? We got a lot of credit, or borrowed a lot from credit, but we can't really make a change. You feel me? We doing bad because all the things that's going in the hood is bad. So no matter if you one person in the hood who looking like you're doing good, if the whole hood is bad and you ain't got the power to make a difference, to make a change, then how good are we doing? You feel me? Looking good, but we doing bad. Call it swag, but it's all for show. So it goes back to, we had a new Jordans on, people in the hood rocking Margiela and Versace and Fendi and Yeezys and all the stuff, but half of us are scraping by, living check to check and all that. We spend our money on appliances and material and barely got enough to invest in ourselves if we wanted to do something new, start a business, or do something, that could last to the next generation. We can't teach these successful habits that I talk about on the BluePoetTree podcast to our children because our focus ain't on that. Our focus is just on looking good. We looking good, we feeling good, but we ain't really got much. So I'm just reflecting on that. Looking good, but we doing bad. Call it swag, but it's all for show. Can't tell if friend or foe. Like, can't really trust a lot of people in the hood. People, a lot of people who are friends become enemies in the hood. So it's just like, whoa, dying fast because they don't take it slow. The teenagers and stuff who's dying. One time I got off the train, and like literally, I got off the train, 3 train Rockaway in the hood, and I walk one block, I'm seeing a lady throwing up. Like, she had to be like 40, She throwing up. Looked like she just like, she looked like she was drunk. So she most likely was drunk, just throwing up. She was clearly drunk. Literally the next block, I see this teenager shooting at a kid, and then running, went right past me, gun out. And I'm just like, yo, this is amazing. Like, how I can see this negativity block after block, and it's like, things need to change, and we keep this rate up, we ain't gonna never really have nothing to pass down, and that's what we need. We need to be able to pass things down. But in this song, I'm just reflecting on all the horrors that I'm seeing in the hood. Dying fast because they don't take it slow. Skipping school because they don't want to know. Like, skipping school because we don't want to really even learn none of that stuff they teach in the school. And I'm not necessarily against the school system, but the things that we need to learn, the successful habits that we need to learn in order to pass on to our children, like how to invest and how to grow wealth and how to be financially secure and stuff like that, is not being taught in school, and that's what we really need to learn. I ain't blaming it on the school system, but we skipping school because we don't want to know that stuff. We don't want to know that stuff. You feel me? We skipping school, and the truth. And then I end off the first verse was that the truth is that they scared to show fear. Like a lot of us is scared. And we don't even get a chance to express our fear, in healthy ways, such as self-reflection, self-healing, learning successful habits. We all got fears in some way, but we don't get to express it, so it comes out, after being bottled up for so long in negative ways. And then I go into the chorus. Does anybody want to go there? Does anybody want to go? Anybody want to go there, the place that I call home? Second verse. Clock tick tock, but they want to blow. Up high late nights when they feeling low. Clock tick tock, but they want to blow. Like, we all want like big money. We all want, we want to blow up. Like, we want big money. We want to be able to buy what we want to buy. We want to be able to do what we want to do. We want to blow up. You feel me? Like, that's blowing up. You feel me? Like, we want to be able to financially be able to do anything we want to do at any time we want to do it. That's success. Doing what you want to do whenever you want to do it. We want that. But we don't got no patience. Clock tick tock. Up high late nights when they feeling low. Up high late nights when they feeling low. Go back to we just smoking to get over the lows. Shots in broad daylight, they ain't caring though. Like, shots in broad daylight, we ain't caring. Like, that was in broad day when I saw a little homie shooting at another little homie in broad day. This is broad day. Like, he had the gun in the book bag, like it was after school. Like, so like, this is broad day, like people getting killed. Like, I remember people getting killed after school. Like, you hearing about stuff like people wait for people to come out of school and want to shoot them and stuff like this. It's that serious. They forgot how to fight, now they killing more. I think that's enough said. Kill for kicks like they want a toe tag. Like, you hear about this all the time. Like, people killing for coats and kicks and people clothes. Like, people killing each other for clothes in the hood. It's real. It goes down like that. The new Jordans come out, they got people waiting on lines and fighting on the line and pushing each other. People in the hood really getting killed for Jordans. It's real. Can't snitch is how the story goes. And you could know somebody who did something, you can't say nothing. That's just the way it is in the hood. That's the culture. Like, snitching. Like, you can't say nothing. It's just that simple. And it's crazy. So they bank off that. Like, the cops bank off that. The cops know that too. So they put out these ads, in the hood that reward people. You get $10,000 for telling on somebody. And then that comes right back to the person because the cops promise that it'll be anonymous. But in all actuality, in court, there's no such thing as an anonymous witness, because you have to reveal who the witness is. So once it's revealed in the court of law, everybody know. And a lot of times these snitches get, beat up, killed, robbed, or they gotta move. They take their $10,000 to go move and never be seen again. It's a term they have that called snitches get stitches. So like, if something happened to you, you get jumped or stabbed or shot. It's like code. It's culture that you can't say nothing. Sometimes people snitch, sometimes people don't. But I'm just saying, It's culture that, like, you know, snitching is not allowed, which is crazy because these are people's children being killed and harmed and stuff like that, and the culture in the hood is crazy. So it's like, do anybody want to go there? Do anybody want to come to my crib, come to my hood? This is what this song is saying. Like, this is the hood. You feel me? And slow to give, but they take quick cash. You know, slow to give, but they take quick cash. Like, a lot of us is you know, we get our money and we spend it real quick. You know, and one of the healthy habits of money that I'm learning is whenever I get money, I split it in 3: savings, giving, spending. So I'm always giving. I'm always putting aside something to give. You feel me? You know, last year when I started this savings, giving, spending trifold with money, I was helping my mom pay her rent. You know, and I want to get back into that habit, and I'm saving money for that now. I'm putting aside my savings, giving and spending money so I can continue to have something to give. And other things too. I'm planning to give a scholarship to students at the high school that I graduated from. So yeah, they slow to give, but they take quick cash. Don't save, so they always broke. Same thing. Streets full of hoes and male gigolos, you know? And that's real. Like, people is just giving away their body without even, you know, with no emotional attachment. You feel me? And that's worldwide. This ain't the hood. That's regular. But I'm just sharing what I see. You know, so it ain't like this is the only place it's happening. It ain't like none of this stuff is like this is the only place it's happening in the hood. Don't get it twisted. Like, I love everybody in my hood. I love my hood. I love the people that I grew up with and everything. But I just want the culture to change. Apartments overpacked so the rent is low. You know, like, people sleeping on top of each other. Like, you feel me? Like, people sleeping in living rooms. I was sleeping in living rooms. You know what I'm saying? People sleeping on air beds. People sleeping on the same bed with their brothers and cousins and family sleeping. You know, coming to, like, this is real. Like, people ain't got it. And people ain't got no place to sleep, no place to you know, 8 people in an apartment, in a 3-bedroom apartment with 1 shower. You know, how everybody gonna live. And this is an apartment. It's not like it's a 2-story home or something like that where you know, 2-family home, or, you know, where families can live comfortably. A lot of people living uncomfortable in the hood, for real. You know, no food in the fridge where the dinner go, leftovers hand me down, no fitted clothes to wear. So, like, yo, I remember so many times looking in the fridge and nothing. You feel me? This is regular. Like, we borrow food from each other in the hood. You feel me? Like, somebody come next door, you got some blah, blah, blah. I can borrow, you got some rice, I can borrow until I get paid. Like, that's regular. People borrow to survive, like, literally. So, like, this is me reflecting on all of that. And then it goes back. Does anybody want to go there? Does anybody want to go? Anybody want to go there? The place that I call home. And then the final verse is, cops quick to knock like up all your doors. Shop sneaker spotlighter for the stove. Never off the block, they ain't going nowhere. Anybody want to go there? So, like, they be doing cops quick to knock, lock up all your doors. They be doing raids, like, crazy. Like, they do raids. Like, they'll pop up 6 in the morning and raid your crib, resting people, finding whatever they finding and all of that stuff. Because they know, like, what's going on in the hood, so they banking off of it. Shop sneaker spotliner for the store. I told you about that earlier. Like, we ain't got much in the hood, but the same people that's in the hood is buying expensive shoes and stuff like that. Never off the block, they ain't going nowhere. Like, I know people who don't leave the hood, like, who don't leave New York City, who don't leave Brooklyn, like, who don't leave, you feel me? Like, literally, like, people who don't go nowhere. Like, it's people who don't go nowhere. Like, the block is all they know. Like, the hood is all they know. Like, the borough is all they know. Like, this state is all they know. And they ain't going nowhere. It's amazing. You know, it's really amazing, for real. You know, not a lot of options when you all alone. And the fam that you got don't feel like home. Only got 1 shot, you ain't going nowhere. Does anybody want to go there? So, like, not a lot of options when you all alone. Like, a lot of people feel, you know, a lot of people in the hood want to make a difference, but they ain't got no options because everybody ain't on that vibe, you feel me? And the fam that you got don't feel like home. A lot of people in the hood, we got family issues, family trauma. You know, mom's is drug addict, pops is an alcoholic. People live in families like that. Like, there's people who wake up and their father's drinking first thing in the morning drunk. arguing with them and stuff like that. That ain't happening in my family. But I'm just saying, like, there's people who go through this. You feel me? There's people who going through stuff like that. Pops is touching, whatever, like all different types of stuff. Abusive families, traumatic homes, all different types of stuff. So that's real. And this, once again, this is not just to the hood. This is worldwide, but I'm just speaking what I see in the hood. You only got one shot, and you ain't going nowhere. Like, whenever you get that chance to make it out, whenever you get that chance to straighten up your life, whenever you get the opportunity, take it. Don't play. You feel me? Because you might not get it again. Don't know when to stop, got the chance to go. Smoking like a bowl of pot till we stand alone. Heaven is the next stop for the saints who earn red hairs. Does anybody want to go there? So, don't know when to stop, got the chance to go. Like, we don't know when this stuff is going to stop. So whenever we get the chance, let's take it. Smoking like a bowl of pot till we stand alone, same thing. People just doing drugs and liquor to kind of just, just to maintain, like literally just to ignore the feelings, just to suppress the feelings. And heaven is the next stop for the saints who earn rest. Like, for the ones who want to create heaven, I believe that we can create our heaven. We got to earn it. So for those who earn it, it's going to create it. For those who want to make a difference, it's going to do it. And that's the few. So does anybody want to go there? Does anybody want to go? Does anybody want to go there? The place that I call home. And then at the end of it, I just spit like the war zone, go underground and get down. All I got is bars, chew them up and spit rounds. Clip found, cement ground, stained and brown. But no one is snitching, cops transmitting man down. Meant you found, Lincolnsville, Brownsville. Bound to hunt you down if you ain't from here for real, Does anybody want to go there? You feel me? So I just ended off with a little bars instead of singing. Talking about the war zone, go underground and get down. Like, when it's hot outside, you gotta some people was like when it's hot outside, like literally when the weather's hot, some people was on something. Oh, I'm going outside with my gun. I hope that I see whoever I see. I hope that I see the dude I got beef with. I know he's going to be out this nice out. And some people is like, when it's hot outside, I'm staying in the crib because I don't got time for that. You feel me? And I'm saying all I got is bars and chew them up and spit rounds. Like, all I got is my words. All I got is my art. All I got is my creativity. All I got is my talent, and I want to use it to take a shot. You feel? I want to use it to take a shot at being successful. And then I go clip found, cement ground, stained and brown, meaning like crime scene, like blood on the ground. Like, this is stuff that's going on literally too frequently in the hood. But no one is snitching. Cops transmitting man down. Meaning, like, sometimes even the cops get into it. Sometimes even cops get killed, which is rare, but it's very rare. Like, that's very rare. Cops don't got to worry about being killed by black people in the hood. I don't know why that's a stigma. Like, cops be fearing for their life, fearing that some people in the hood is going to attack them because they know that they're not, like, accepted in the hood. But it's rare that it happens. And I go Mitchell found, Lincolnsville, Brownsville, man. Like, I was born in Lincoln Hospital, and I lived in Mitchell Projects in the Bronx for the first 10 years of my life. In Brownsville, bound to hunt you down if you ain't from here for real. And that's why I was raised in Brownsville. After the first 10 years of my life, it was in Brownsville. Brownsville, bound to hunt you down if you ain't from here for real. Does anybody want to go there? Does anybody want to go? So I wrote this song 2015, 2014, right before I wrote the song You Want to Smile. And this is one of the most emotional songs because I put a lot of pain into it, talking about, the things that I see in my hood, the things that I, experience. So a lot of times when I perform this song, the last time I performed this song, I sang it. Last time I sang the song, I cried, and I stopped. I was like, this is too emotional for me. But now that I'm sharing this with you, it makes me want to get back into the vibe, and sing this some more because I feel like this is a powerful song. So this is the breakdown to the song Home off Give Them More. And I hope you're feeling it. If you don't know, you're about to know right now. You're about to learn. Education. Listen to the song now, bump out, and let me know how you feel. Let's go.